still Shai Bazak, political strategist, former media director and spokesperson for Benjamin Netanyahu. And joining us now, Hilik Bar, former member of the Israeli parliament from the Labour Party, former deputy speaker of the Knesset, the parliament. Hilik, Prime Minister Netanyahu was at the White House. We could presume that means some acceptance of the Trump peace plan. But the ball is also in the court of Benny Gantz, leader of the Blue and White Party. We haven't really gotten a sense from him what his attitude is going to be. Based on what we've been hearing of the details of the plan, is this something that his party, the center-left that you're part of, should accept this initiative?
Well, first we have to see that this is not just a game, that this is a serious plan. And I have to remind you that you need two to tango. So I truly believe, and I think that today one of the leaders of Kahol Lavan said that an agreement without the Palestinians as a side in the negotiation will not really happen. So I'm congratulating President Trump for publishing this peace plan. I hope it will be serious. I'm happy to hear that he understands that a Palestinian state is a necessity, at least at the end of the road. However, if Kahol Lavan will support
Blue and white, when you say Kahol Lavan.
Blue and white, I'm sorry. I hope they will support it if they will understand that beside annexation and other things that they want to implement in this plan, there is also a two-state solution in the end of the road. They will have to support it. Of course, I will encourage the Labour Party to support it if it will be serious and not just another stone in Bibi Netanyahu campaign, as a lot of us think it may be the case, and I truly hope to believe that it's not. I also want to congratulate Prime Minister Netanyahu for getting back into this game of conflict resolution. We froze the negotiation, froze the peace agreement for 10 years. We didn't remind it. It wasn't on the Israeli agenda at all. I led the two-state solution caucus at the Knesset for the last 7 years, and I'm really happy that this is once again on the Israeli and the American agenda.
Let's see if you'll stay happy.
We'll see how long it lasts. Let's jump to our senior Washington. I just want to ask you, we were talking earlier about Netanyahu's top political rival, Benny Gantz, head of the Blue and White Party. They're going head-to-head in the election in just a few weeks. He was there yesterday. Is he not in an extremely tough position? Because on one hand, no Israeli politician can reject or say no to anything the White House does right now. On the other hand, this is giving Netanyahu an immense platform just before the election.
Yeah, Benny Gantz is in a way in a big problem, in a big dilemma, especially when he's having a party, when he have an extreme left sitting two benches from an extreme right wing. So he cannot say yes, he cannot say no, and this is why he's mumbling about it. We will listen and we will see. But Benny Gantz wants to replace Netanyahu, and he cannot say a big no to a US president in their first meeting. And this is why he has a huge responsibility, and he is in a dilemma. But I want to say a word about what we heard before. People have to forget, including Kushner and others, about peace of prosperity and good economy for the Palestinians. We tried it before. It will not happen. It didn't happen. It will not happen in the future. The solution have to be political. We have to have borders. We have to have two states, not only because of the Palestinians. I'm an Israeli. I care about the Israelis first. But first because of the future of Israel, of our demography, of our future, of our security. And this is, the two-state solution is good for Israel first and then to the Palestinians. And people are suspicious about this plan because it's coming in a time when Netanyahu need a very big push in his campaign, and President Trump need a big push out of his impeachment process.
Like with all that, we're hearing now there are some ambassadors from some of the Gulf Arab states in that room. Is this another case, by refusing to even speak with Trump, that the Palestinians are missing an opportunity, or to miss an opportunity?
You know what, I didn't want to say it, but I think when I'm hearing these countries, including Egypt and Gulf countries, say that they might support it or will support it, I think that this is, behind all these things, there is an attempt to create, and it's not bad, an attempt to create a united front against Iran. And I think that this is very important also for Israel, but having these countries supporting this or half supporting this process, it's because of the united front against Iran and not because they believe it will end in an Israeli-Palestinian process. And if you will check this in the future, you will see that none of these countries will make peace with Israel or normalize relation with Israel over the head of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It will not happen.
I just want to, everything we just heard, especially as a member of the Israeli center-left.
So first, I have to say I don't believe in this last chances speeches and theory. It's never the last chance, and God forbid if this will be our last chance to solve the conflict. However, I have to give some credit as a center leftist to lead the two-state solution caucus in the Knesset to what President Trump said, less to Netanyahu, by the way. He said few important things that it could be even perfect if the Palestinians were also a side to this game. He said it's only a base to a direct negotiation between Israel and the Palestinians. It's important. He mentioned the words two-state solution. He said that Israel will make territorial concessions. He said that Israel will draw new and permanent borders. He talked about the right of Palestinians for better life, and he said an independent Palestinian state. He said that he is committed to have also a great deal for the Palestinians at the end of the road. He talked about double the territory of the Palestinians, and he talked about a Palestinian capital in East Jerusalem. Now this is the big hour of Netanyahu to prove if he is the leader of Israel or the leader of the right wing. If he wants to be only the king of the right wing and to play political games towards the election, or to really lead an action with the Palestinians and the mainly Sunnite Arab states and the Americans toward a real process. And of course, we'll have to see what Benny Gantz will say about it. But this is not a not important speech. This is an important speech.
Well,